Democratic Party has shown who they really are. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you're still subscribed to my channel. Comment on this video. Let's get into this. The Democrats. At this point, I don't know how anybody, especially people who believe in God, who have a good conscience, who believe in morality, who love this country, how can you vote for Democrats at this point? I'm not talking about Hillary Clinton deleting all these emails, them covering up the most corrupt president in American history, Barack Obama. I'm not talking about all the stuff that they've done. I'm not talking about slavery, the KKK, Jim Crow, them trying to filibuster the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment, which obviously freed the black people, gave them the right to vote, and gave them citizenship. I'm not going to even talk about that. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about 2020. Let's talk about COVID-19. Our government has a responsibility to give the American people relief since they are the ones that call for shutdowns and quarantine. Period. But let me tell you what happened. And let me tell you why. If I make a claim saying that the Democratic Party should be dissolved and they the most terrible party, why anybody vote for them, I have to have receipts. Well, here's my receipts, ladies and gentlemen. Bipartisan. And then let me clarify this. I'm not talking about every person that vote Democrat. The people who vote Democrat, I don't know why they vote Democrat at this point, because I feel like the Democratic Party is doing nothing productive for the people. All they do is lie. All they do is push propaganda. I'm talking about the leadership. I'm talking about the people at the top. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. These people are evil. These people are anti-American, evil pieces of crap, in my personal opinion. You can share another opinion. We live in America. Now, bipartisan effort to pass a bill that will give people in this country relief as it relates to COVID-19 virus. What will it do, Brandon? Families will get $1,200 a family, and then I think $500 for every child that they have. That's giving them relief. People have been laid off their job. People have lost bonuses. All kinds of things that are happening to American citizens as it relates to them being laid off of their jobs and companies having to shut down. Not only will it help the people, the workers, the individuals, stimulate the economy by still spending, it's also going to help some of these major companies, the airlines, hospitality, restaurant business, you name it. Help them continue to make payroll. Because giving somebody $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 ain't going to do nothing but probably help them with their bills for 1 month. They need the check that they were making. Most of these people are making way more than $3,000 a month. They need their check. Businesses need to operate. They need to still be able to run. We have one of the greatest economies that we've ever seen. Greatest economy in the world. And we finna blow it all down. We finna throw it all away because people want to play politics. Here's my receipts. This is not up for debate. I was going to play Mitch McConnell and I was going to play Chuck Schumer, have this back and forth. Y'all can go look that up yourself. I don't need to play that. I'm going off facts. People can build their opinion on what he said, she said. Let's go off of facts. The reason why the Democrats decided to not vote to continue this bill forward. Now, this is not a vote to say once we pass the vote, it'll go into law. President will sign it. No, it's going to the next process. The next process is debate. So if they disagree, they can have 30 hours of debate, and then it will move on further for the president to sign. Now, they decided unanimously, after being bipartisan and creating this bill, unanimously to not vote on it, to vote against it, which led it to this point that we're seeing. Now, you ask yourself this question. Anybody that would support the Democrats, or if you don't, ask yourself this question. Why would they do that when Americans need help now? They need it right now. Let me tell you why. And this is from Senator Tom Cotton's Twitter. And all of this stuff has been verified. Now I'm going to read to you the things that they're trying to interject in this bill that have no business being in a bill to support American citizens through a crisis. The first one, corporate pay statistics by race and race statistics for all corporate boards at companies receiving assistance. So they're more worried about SJW race relations than they are about giving people relief right now. There is no reason to go down this path of saying we need to know how you pay people per race. We need to know. This is socialism. This is communism. This is them trying to use this as an opportunity to gain power and leverage over private businesses. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Bailing out all current debt of the Postal Service. Now, listen to what Tom Cotton said on the floor, is that this is something that you can debate at another time. What does the Postal Service bail out? How much they owe the Treasury? What does that have to do with this corona crisis? What does that have to do with this? They're trying to slip in stuff. There's more. I think it's 10 of them I'm going to read. Required early voting. They want every state to require early voting. What does that have to do with the coronavirus? We'll continue. Require same-day voting registration. Every state in the United States of America have to have voter registration on the same day. Why? Why on the same day? And y'all know what happened when you bombard the system and people are not prepared, things go wrong, i.e. the Iowa caucus. And they want to make the whole country do it. It has nothing to do with the crisis. $10,000 bailout for student loans. Everybody in the country that has student loans, at least $10,000 bailout. When the president has already mentioned or already set in the motion that he would suspend any federal loans for a period of time, so people, and also interest for a period of time for people who have student loans. But they're trying to sneak in a student loan agenda. For companies accepting assistance, 1/3 of board members must be chosen by workers. So if you get money to help you bounce back after the government shuts you down, all of a sudden you have to change the whole way that you're doing business. You got to let people of the company decide who's going to be, or 1/3 of them represent your board. That's not America. That's not freedom. That's government control. We'll keep going. Provisions of official time for union collective bargaining. So pretty much the taxpayers are going to pay for people to be doing collective bargaining through the union, which has nothing to do with COVID-19 and what people need in this country. Full offset of airline emissions by 2025. Full offset of airline emissions. So right now, you're trying to push in the Green New Deal. That's what they're trying to do, the Green New Deal. Now, offset of airline emissions by 2025, what exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean? Because if somehow you think somewhere in your mind that we're going to create the technology for aircraft to not have a carbon footprint at all, you must be tripping. What other fuel resources are we going to use to fly jumbo jets that we do all around the world that can go from point A to point B at 400 to 600 miles per hour, and it's going to be electric? And you're going to force that on companies? You're going to tell companies how they should innovate because you're bailing them out of the situation you put them in? Let's keep going. Greenhouse gas statistics for individual flights. What was described by Tom Cotton on the floor was pretty much they want a statistical analysis for the greenhouse emission. Every single person of every single flight will get this update. You know, like on your thing, it says, this is your final destination, this is where you go, this is the time, this is your seat number, and this is the carbon emission. This is the greenhouse gas emission. For what? How much money are they going to have to require, or how much technology are they going to have to come up with to do this when we need it now? This is something we can debate later down the road. This is something we can debate at another time. But right now, this is what you want right now. There's more. There's more. It gets worse. Retirement plans for community newspaper employees. Now, I don't even know what that means. But I know for a fact it ain't got nothing to do with the coronavirus. Now, let's keep going. $15 minimum wage at companies receiving assistance. $15 minimum wage. Now, I'm telling you, these people are so out of touch with reality. $15 minimum wage. Because you bailing them out. Listen, man, listen. $15 an hour, it doesn't work like they try to tell you it works. It's not that simple. You're going to pay entry-level people at $15 an hour. See, this is the ignorance that circulates in a person's mind who feel like this is legitimate. You pay somebody $15 an hour, they think everybody at the company make at least $15 an hour. That's not how it works. Because if you have entry level at 15, you're gonna have managers, you're gonna have assistant managers, you're gonna have people all the way up the food chain. And if you're paying entry level $15 an hour, you're gonna have to pay other people $20, $30 an hour to make it even reasonably competitive. And how is the government going to tell you what you should charge and what your going rate is for the services that you provide? How? All right, last one. Permanent paid leave at companies receiving assistance. Permanent paid leave. Now, you can process all the stuff that you just heard. How does that relate to us needing to do something now? People's companies are shutting down. People are losing tens of thousands of dollars. Some people are losing millions of dollars as we speak. We could have gotten something done today. It would have been on President Trump's desk ASAP. But they didn't do that. They don't want to do that. They want to postpone. There's no way in the world that I believe that a Republican Senate should accept anything that they're pushing out there. This is not the time to manipulate people. This is not the time to manipulate and take advantage of companies because you put them in a position and now you have to bail them out. This is not the time. If small businesses receive this, you got to pay them $15 an hour. Come on, man. All it's going to do is raise prices. You're not going to be able to hire as many people. Yeah. That's not the way America works. America is a country of freedom, flexibility in the market, flexibility of your company so you can be competitive if you want to or not. If you decide to pay people $7 an hour, that's on your company. There's other companies that are competitive. Amazon is starting people out at least $17 an hour in this crunch time where they're hiring people to meet demands. Therefore, they're competitive. They do it on their own. They don't need the government's assistance in that. And then also, I heard that they were doing emission tax and all kind of other stuff that has nothing to do with the crisis. They are trying to leverage their power through a backdoor way and taking advantage of the crisis. I pray to God that everybody's watching this, share this with a liberal if you're not already a liberal, and let them see, and they can verify what I'm saying. Let them see what the Democratic Party is doing. I don't care what level of spectrum you stand on. You should not be filibustering at a time of crisis, at a time when people need help and relief. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Comment on this video. Let me know. Is B. Tatum tripping on my own or something? Like and subscribe to this channel. Visit the Officer Tatum store where you get all the cool merch. Use the discount code LOCKDOWN. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one.